Hey guys, welcome back to Oilers TV. I'm your host Rachel Ndwati, and today we interview the mind behind the players, the man who is behind it all.
My name is Gibson Weru. I'm the head coach of Menengai Oilers. I must say I'm the pioneer of this great club through the help of Menengai Oil and a team of guys who work behind me. Our chairman, we have a group of representatives who work as a management, who through their work we're able to come up with this great club.
Now, you've told me what people know. Tell us now what people do not know.
So, my name, as again I said, I'm 38 years old.
Yeah.
I'm a father of a lovely daughter called Shan. My partner is called Kate. I think, yeah, that's my private life. I know I don't like portraying much of it. I like my life really very private, but today at least I'll be able to share part of it, not all of it, but part of it, so that the people who don't know me can be able to at least know what Gibson Weru is all about.
Okay, and how has your journey been?
It's been a journey. As always, there are always challenges on the way, but when I reflect and I look back, I think I'm very grateful to God for the part of for the journey that it is. I think I've been blessed with so much memories, so much success in all aspects of my life, not only in coaching, but also in other aspects of my life, family and business as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, and what are some of the most remarkable moments that you can say this?
Definitely the first one which basically comes into my mind is from when I started playing rugby in Nakuru. I was in Form 2 and they decided to pick the sport. I never knew about rugby before then, so it's only that by chance that I picked the sport and I fell in love with it and I never looked back. So that's the great moment basically, because if I didn't pick the sport, I would not be where I am today. And basically, through the journey, I've been able to achieve so many to hit very high heights in terms of my playing career. Basically, playing for Nakuru FC, being a one man club. I never played for any other club, and through Nakuru FC, I was able to play for definitely the national team, the Kenya Sevens, and then the Simbas, and through those moments, I was able to play with very great players during my time. Travel around the world, visit places that I thought I'd never visit, and basically make friends for life, and again pick up coaching. So it's been a cycle of events, which started in 2000 when I picked up the sport and up to now. So rugby has been basically my life. So my life has revolved around rugby, and I'm very grateful for that.
Okay. And from all these achievements, I'm pretty sure there were challenges you faced along the way. What are some of the challenges that you encountered?
Some of the challenges basically was initially was just juggling between school and rugby, and at some point rugby took precedent, and I was struggling with my academics, so I had to really adjust very fast and make sure that I'm able to balance the both. But at the end of the day, I think my life has just revolved around rugby, and so I think in between, those were the initial challenges. And when I started playing again, when I started playing for the national team, there were we did not have, there were no allowances, there were no salaries. So it was just about playing for the love of it and getting an opportunity maybe to travel around the world. So I picked up the sport. So balancing my academic, balancing my life, and balancing my career again was a huge challenge. But when I look back, if I must do it again, I'll do it all over again. So again, in my playing days, picking injuries here and then, slowing you down. But yeah, when I look back, I think it's been. I think if I look back, I think most of it has been good rather than I've had many successes and challenges.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that rugby is an extreme sport, and most of the time when people are talking about rugby, they know it's hands down. Did you ever feel like there is a point in time where you wanted to give up?
For me, I think picking up was the hardest part, and after I picked up, I just gave my all to it. I never thought about the other aspects of injury or the other negative aspects of the game. So for me, I dived into it, I loved it, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoy it up to now. So for me, it's been a great journey, a journey that I look forward to. Even now in my coaching days, I am very passionate about what I do. So for me, it's always pushing the limit and giving the best that I can, given the circumstances that you are facing. Because for me, the journey was not as smooth as people might think. When I picked the sport, my parents were not supporting me in any way, so it was a struggle. But again, after I proved that I love the sport and there was nothing that would stop me from pursuing my dreams and achieving my highest goals, then I actually endeavored into it. But again, when I look back at my playing days, I don't think I was a talent per se. I think I'm the guy who really worked hard to achieve what I have, or to reach the level that I actually reached. Because in my view, I think I reached the best I could be. But when I look back, maybe there are things that I would have done better. But I think I gave it my all. Physically, I was not the biggest player, and so I had to compensate that with a bit of skill and a bit of speed. So yeah, for me, it's been a great journey, and I'm always grateful when I look back.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure that there's some rules that are accompanied with rugby, because it has to be extreme standing out. So I understand that there's some features like discipline and hard work. So what are some of those key features that you can apply in real life?
I think for me, I really had to dig deep in terms of discipline. You know, discipline is not an easy thing, especially where the reward is delayed. Because for you to pick up a sport and just believe in it without seeing any success in the short term is just a commitment that requires a lot of discipline. So for me, if there's one thing that propelled me to success, was just discipline. I think even today in my life, I'm a disciplined person. If I decide that I want to do a task, I put my heart into it, and I normally make sure that I achieve whatever I've set out to achieve. And even in my family life, in my business, I always endeavor to make sure that I do the best that I can. And I'm a believer that if you put your mind into something, you can always achieve it. So I always tell myself, I came to learn this later in life, that whatever you can, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So that's the thing. So I imagine, I dream, and I hold it in my hand. So I push my players to achieve the same heights. I push my employees to do the same heights. And I do the same for my family.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure some people look up to you as a coach and also as a former player. So what are some of the traits that you can actually give them? What are some of the pieces of advice you'd give anyone aspiring to be a player?
First of all, I think number one is that, as you said, there are so many people who look up to me, and I have to lead by example. Unfortunately, I cannot live a life of indiscipline a life of responsibility. So I'm a role model to many players, and they look up to me. And for that reason, I have to really live a disciplined life and an organized life. So for me, the number one thing is just I think if when I look back again, but this is something that I came to learn maybe in my later years, a few years ago. Once you believe that you can achieve, you will always achieve if you put your mind into it. So belief is a huge thing. So, and then number two is just putting your ability to use. Imagination is one of the biggest things that you can use that God has given us. So if you imagine something and you put your heart into it, you always definitely achieve whatever you want to achieve. For me, it's about making sure that I model my players and I model people who work around me that to make sure that they bring the best out of themselves. It's about sheer hard work and sheer determination, and with that, be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life.
Okay, cool.
These are some of the accolades that I've won over the years. I think they come with with good memories of my playing days, and some of the accolades I've won actually when I started coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one is the most memorable, but they all have a...
Which was like your best game?
Most of them actually. My biggest goal basically when I started playing rugby was basically to play for Kenya, and with that, when I achieved that goal, and I started playing basically for the Kenya Sevens. There are so many medals that I won. I think these ones are two ball cup finals in Hong Kong.
Okay.
There's a ball final in Paris. This was my first year playing for the Kenya Sevens team.
Yeah.
So I was able to be able to win the ball. I must say that when I started playing, Kenya was not a top tier country, but we worked through the years, and by the time I was leaving, I must say that we were able to basically get into a World Cup semi-finals, to be able to get into a cup final, but was not able to win. But for me, that was a huge achievement. I think I have a runners-up medal for the Adelaide Sevens, where we reached the semi-final, reached the finals and lost to South Africa. But that was a huge game for me. Locally, playing for Kenya, I was able to win 3 Safari Sevens. The first one was basically in 2009. I think that was my best game. I think playing for Kenya locally, I think I was in good form. I scored brilliant tries, and we were able to win. And the year after, we were able to win as well. Locally, I think for me, winning Kenya Cup was my biggest goal while I was playing for Nakuru. And I must say, Nakuru was a roller coaster journey for me. When I joined the club, we were relegated. We went to Rikshali. We walked away back. Yeah,
I also want to ask you about this photo here. Which game was this?
This was in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So this was the first time that we actually beat New Zealand. So it was a semi-final of the Hong Kong Sevens, and we were able to beat New Zealand and get into the final. So it was a memorable game for us, because we'd never beaten New Zealand before. So it was one of those days where we just burst into joy and yeah.
Yeah, and now having seen all these medals, any final remarks for now the club that you're actually coaching? What do you see for the future for Oilers?
I need to create more space for the Oilers medals.
Yeah.
I think we've been able to win about three medals. I've been able to win the Embu Sevens, the Tenor side, and the Impala Floodlights. But for me, I want to win the big medals. I want to win Kenya Cup. I want to win Enterprise, and I want to be the best team in the country. So I need to create space, and basically I'm working towards that. And I can actually foresee that within this year and the years to come, should be able to win more trophies for my club and to be able to improve my team.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach, for making time for us and for also having that zeal to tell us more about your career with regards to rugby.
Yeah, I must say I'm very grateful for you guys coming around, and I think Yeah, for the guys who are playing and the guys who want to pick up the sport, if you put your mind into it, basically you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. And I can say the sky is the limit. So put your head into it and work hard, and you shall achieve your goal.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Coach Gibson Weru, who, as you all know, there's more than meets the eye. So we've already met another side to him. Thank you so much, Coach, for having us. I'll just also have a look at this again because it's a lot to take in. Yeah.
Just go ahead.
Okay.
I must say also that during my coaching time, I also do other sports.
Yeah.
I do marathons, so I've been able to.
Oh wow! Okay.
To do a 21-kilometer Stanchart marathon.
Oh okay.
That was last year. This year also did the Stanbic Nakuru marathon. So for me, it's about pushing boundaries and seeing how far you can go in life, pushing your body to the limit.
Yeah. Before we wind up, what do you think about the future of sports in Kenya in general?
I think the future of sport is bright. Slowly, sports is becoming professional, and I must say that most parents are now supporting their kids in terms of sports. If you look at the world over, entertainment is becoming the biggest earner. And sports is in that line. So I believe in Kenya in the next few years, I think sports will be one of the best, one of the top paying jobs in Kenya. So for the guys who want to pick up the sport, this is the right thing. For the parents, support your kids 100%.
100%. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, cool.